there comes a moment in life when everything inside you wants to give up. The pain becomes heavy. The failures become louder than your dreams. The nights get darker and the road ahead feels impossible to walk. People stop believing in you. Some walk away. Some laugh at your struggle. And even your own mind whispers, maybe you're not strong enough. But listen carefully. Greatness is not built when life is easy. Champions are not created in comfort. The strongest souls are forged in pain, pressure, rejection, and struggle. Every setback you faced, every tear you cried, every battle you survived was preparing you for this moment. Because quitting is easy. Anyone can walk away when life gets hard, but it takes heart. It takes courage. It takes an unbreakable spirit to stand tall and say, I will not quit. No matter how many times life knocks you down, you get back up. No matter how impossible the dream looks, you keep moving forward. No matter how exhausted, broken, or lost you feel, you refuse to surrender. This is your comeback season. This is where pain becomes power. This is where weakness turns into strength. This is where you prove to yourself that you were born for more. Today, you stop doubting yourself. You stop listening to fear. You stop running from the struggle. And from this moment forward, you make one decision. I may bend, I may struggle, I may fall, but I will not quit. Every person chasing greatness will face pain. There will be moments when your body is exhausted, your mind is overwhelmed, and your heart feels broken from disappointment. The journey towards success is never smooth. It is filled with rejection, failure, loneliness, sacrifice, and countless battles nobody else sees. But pain is not the end of your story, it is part of your transformation. The biggest mistake people make is believing that struggle means they are losing. In reality, struggle often means you are growing. Pressure creates strength. Fire creates steel. The hard moments are building a stronger version of you that comfort never could. Quitting may feel like relief for a moment, but the regret of giving up can stay with you for years. Imagine looking back one day and realizing you stopped one step before your breakthrough. Imagine knowing you had more inside you, but fear convinced you to walk away. That pain is far greater than temporary struggle. The strongest people are not those who never suffer. They are the ones who continue moving forward even while carrying pain. They understand that storms do not last forever. Difficult seasons eventually pass, but the person you become during those difficult seasons can last a lifetime. Every challenge you survive is proof that you are stronger than you think. Every obstacle is teaching you discipline, patience, and resilience. The struggle is not destroying you, it is preparing you. So when life becomes difficult, do not ask, why is this happening to me? Instead ask, what is this trying to teach me? Because every battle is shaping your future strength. Do not quit because it hurts. Keep going because one day the pain will become the reason you inspire others. Motivation feels powerful in the beginning. It gives you excitement, energy, and confidence. It makes you feel unstoppable, but motivation is temporary. Some days you will wake up inspired, and other days you will feel empty, tired, and emotionally drained. That is why successful people do not rely only on motivation, they rely on discipline. Discipline is doing the work even when you do not feel like it. It is showing up when nobody is watching. It is continuing the journey even when results are slow. Anybody can work hard when they feel inspired, but very few people continue when the excitement disappears. There will be mornings when you want to stay in bed. There will be days when your mind tells you to stop trying. There will be moments when failure makes you question everything. In those moments, discipline becomes your greatest weapon. Discipline builds confidence because every promise you keep to yourself strengthens your character. Every small action matters. Every workout, every hour of learning, every late night of hard work, every sacrifice, it all adds up over time. Success is not created in one giant moment. It is created through small, consistent actions repeated every single day. The people you admire did not become strong overnight. They became strong because they refused to stop. You do not need to be perfect every day. You just need to keep moving forward. Even small progress is still progress. One step at a time can eventually change your entire life. When motivation fades, remember your purpose. Remember why you started. Remember the dreams you promised yourself you would fight for. Let discipline push you through the hard days until your results finally catch up to your effort. Because winners are not people who never struggle. Winners are people who refuse to stop showing up. Many people spend their entire lives trapped by their past. They replay old mistakes, old failures, old pain, and old disappointments until they begin to believe those moments define who they are. But your past is a lesson, not a life sentence. Maybe you failed before. Maybe people doubted you. Maybe you made mistakes you regret deeply. Maybe life knocked you down harder than expected. But none of those moments have the power to destroy your future unless you allow them to control your mindset. The truth is, every successful person has a story filled with failure. Behind every strong person is a season where they felt weak. Behind every victory is a period of struggle nobody saw. Failure is not proof that you should quit, it is proof that you were trying. Your past may explain your pain, but it does not have to predict your destiny. You still have the power to change your story. Every sunrise is another opportunity to rebuild yourself. Every new day is another channel. See to grow stronger, wiser, and more determined. Stop labeling yourself by your worst moments. You are not your mistakes. You are not your failures. You are not the opinions of people who gave up on you. You are the person who keeps fighting despite everything you have been through. The moment you decide to believe in yourself again, your life can begin to change. Confidence starts when you stop looking backward and start focusing on who you are becoming. There is greatness inside you that pain could not destroy. There is strength inside you that failure could not break. And there is a future waiting for you that is bigger than your past. Do not let yesterday steal today's opportunity. Your story is not over yet. Keep moving forward. Your comeback can still happen. The greatest battle you will ever fight is not against the world, it is against your own mind. Long before people quit physically, they quit mentally. Doubt enters their thoughts. Fear grows louder. Negative voices begin telling them they are not good enough, smart enough, talented enough, or strong enough to succeed. Your mind can become your greatest weapon or your greatest prison. Every day you are feeding soul, mething inside yourself. You are either feeding fear or feeding faith. You are either building confidence or strengthening doubt. The thoughts you repeat daily slowly become the reality you live. That is why protecting your mindset is so important. If you constantly focus on failure, you will begin to expect failure. If you constantly focus on fear, you will begin avoiding opportunities. But when you train your mind to stay focused, disciplined, and hopeful, your entire life begins to change. Strong people are not fearless. They simply refuse to let fear control them. They understand that courage is moving forward even while feeling afraid. They speak strength over themselves even during difficult seasons. There will be days when your mind tells you to quit, days when anxiety, stress, and pressure feel overwhelming. In those moments, you must remind yourself who you are. Remind yourself of the battles you already survived. Remind yourself that hard times do not last forever. You must learn to silence the voice that says I can't and strengthen the voice that says I will. The mind is powerful. Once you truly believe you can rise again, you become dangerous to every obstacle standing in your way. Do not let negativity destroy your future. Guard your thoughts. Protect your vision. Speak life into yourself. Because the person who conquers their own mind can conquer almost anything. One of the hardest truths in life is realizing that nobody is coming to rescue you. Nobody can fight your battles for you. Nobody can build your future for you. At some point, you must take responsibility for your own life and decide that you will no longer wait for permission to become great. Too many people spend years waiting for the perfect opportunity, the perfect support, or the perfect moment. But successful people understand that greatness begins when excuses end. You cannot control everything that happens to you, but you can control your response. You can choose discipline over laziness. You can choose growth over comfort. You can choose to rise instead of remaining stuck in self-pity. Life is not always fair. Some people start ahead. Some people receive more support, more resources, and more opportunities. But your power is not in complaining about what you lack. Your power is in maximizing what you already have. Every dream requires sacrifice. Every transformation requires effort. If you want a different life, you must become a different person. You must be willing to work in silence, struggle in darkness, and continue moving forward without applause. Nobody owes you success. Nobody owes you motivation. Your future depends on your willingness to keep fighting when things become difficult. The moment you stop blaming others and take full ownership of your life is the moment your real growth begins. You are stronger than you realize. You are capable of more than you believe. The power to change your life has always been inside you. Stand up. Take control. Stop waiting for someone else to save you. Become the hero of your own story. Many people quit too early. They stop fighting when success is closer than they realize. The hardest part of every journey usually happens right before the breakthrough. That is why persistence is so powerful. Sometimes all it takes is one more step, one more day of discipline, one more attempt after failure, one more sacrifice, one more moment of courage, one more decision to keep going. The difference between winners and quitters is often smaller than people think. Winners simply stay in the fight longer. They continue when others walk away. They keep believing when results are invisible. They trust the process even during painful seasons. Life will test your patience. It will test your faith, your mindset, and your determination. There will be moments when nothing seems to improve. Moments when you feel unnoticed, exhausted, and ready to surrender. But those moments are often preparing you for a breakthrough you cannot yet see. Never underestimate the power of persistence. Small actions repeated consistently can completely transform your future. The person who keeps showing up gains strength, wisdom, confidence, and experience over time. Success rarely happens overnight. Most victories are built quietly through years of effort nobody applauds. But eventually, the hard work speaks for itself. Imagine what could happen if you refused to quit for one more year. Imagine the growth, the healing, the strength, and the opportunities waiting ahead if you continue fighting for your future. Do not let temporary emotions destroy permanent dreams. Your story is still being written. Your breakthrough may be closer than you think. The next chapter of your life could be the one that changes everything. So take one more step, fight one more battle, believe one more time, because your future is worth it.